everybody, this is Ginger and this is Ginger's Chat Show. I need a bigger desk. I hope all is well, and prayers to those that are still trying to clean up after Hurricane Helene. She did a lot of damage, caused a lot of problems. So anyway, this may or may not be. Oh, hi, Nancy. How are things in Ava, Wisconsin? Up here it's been pretty windy. We did lost power this morning. It was off like 60 seconds, 1 minute. Of course, I'm having to restart everything, which is always a pain. So anyway, I am doing my special today, since yesterday was the debate, between, there was a debate between J.D. Vance and Governor Walz. I thought it was very civil, everything else until about, pretty much like 10-15 minutes into the debate. Vance kept over talking the moderators, and the moderators had to shut him off. The guy doesn't know what the word time up means, okay? I felt he was a little bit rude more than anything on this. I never really liked him, and he's kind of wishy-washy, if you will, on the issues. He just goes whatever the wind blows. So I don't know how you feel about that. Anyway, I felt that Governor Walz won the debate. He used facts. He explained things very well. Vance did not really answer the questions. He kept going off on some of the rhetoric and not really listening to the question on what it was. Some people, yeah. Biden did win. He won the 2020 elections then, and as always, J.D. Vance was an election denier, okay? And now, he and Trump are going to lose again in about 6 weeks. It's not that far off for the next, on election day, which falls on, hold on a second, let me check my calendar real quick. Calendar, where is my calendar? There we go. October. So 1, 2, 3, 4 weeks to go. 4 weeks to go on the elections. So I'm pretty sure that they lost, and Vice President Harris will win big. I'm sure she'll win in a landslide. More, if you could tell by the crowd size, you could tell by their listening, and they're really engaged. And they said more and more. She got more endorsements, even from the traditionalist, or what I call traditionalist, GOP, true conservative GOP. They're endorsing her, okay? They don't want Trump, okay? Trump he's falling apart, literally, mentally, and possibly physically, and everything else. And Vance has only, like Chris Hayes says, this morning I was watching him on Stephen Colbert, he's advanced and only has 2 years experience. You have to have more experience in government doing stuff like this. Okay? Well, look at Vice President Harris. She was a prosecutor. She was a federal prosecutor. She was a state attorney general. She served in the Senate, I think 2 terms in the Senate. And then she became vice president. That says a lot. And she knows and learning everything every day of how things work. And when she wants to find out something, she researches it. I say she was always true to herself. She doesn't lie. I never caught her in a lie or anything. If she misquoted something or they try to twist her words, she will put them in their place. Yeah, Trump ran away from that. He's running away from interviews now. Yeah, that's his fault. He's afraid that the hardball questions are going to be thrown at him. That's what he's afraid of. And Trump always seemed to be lying. He doesn't. People try to correct him. He gets all upset when they correct him. And now I understand some of his lawyers are not happy with him because he's not listening to their advice. He wants them to do what they want him to do, or he wants them to do what they think they should do. And he's not really educating himself on the law and what works and what doesn't work. So I would suspect after the elections, he's going to find himself in jail. And I see more and more of the supporters that Trump has, except for the hardcore that are so stubborn and so blind. But the ones that have left, they have left his, they're not supporting him anymore. And what that stunt that Trump that pulled last weekend, after Hurricane Helene did some serious damage, he tried to make it all about himself and do it for his own personal gain. He was trying to make a natural disaster political, and that's wrong. And Vice President Harris has been working with FEMA on coordination and everything else, and she does it on the behalf of the president. He does some of it, but he's got other concerns to worry about, which is like the war over in Israel and Iran throwing lobbing missiles over Israel. Why Iran is involving itself in that skirmish is beyond me. You think Iran would learn? You know? Over there, that's got to stop. It really does. It's not helping anybody or anything. And now there are 2 strikes that are possibly going on. Well, one strike is the Boeing strike. And then the other strike is the longshoreman strike. Well, it's going to cause problems there too when that starts, because then you'll have a backup on supply chain. Oh, what's the news, Paula? Hi, Paula. Glad to see you on. What's the huge news? What's going on? So anyway, at least the debate was civil, Okay, it was quiet and civil. And I don't think Governor Walz was nervous as much as probably maybe was at first a little bit because it's probably been a while since he's done debates. He's done debates when he ran for governor in Minnesota. But I'm a little unhappy with his native Wisconsinites saying they're saying, oh, well, he didn't do this and he didn't do that. Well, yes, he did. So they weren't paying attention more than anything. So anyway, Governor Walz put out the facts. He pointed out a number of things that are going on and what's trying to be resolved. And the thing that really irked me on the other side of the podium, yeah, he's being. Matter of fact, there is an arrest warrant out for him in Springfield, Ohio, which J.D. Vance represents, which is Ohio. They have an arrest warrant out for both of them because that was considered a hate crime when they committed on the Haitians. Haitians are U.S. citizens. Okay, they've been there for years, and they've been contributing in their communities. They've been helping things out and everything. And so Trump will be in jail. And if Vance is not careful, he's going to find himself in the pokey too. Never in our history, never in my lifetime, I ever seen a quote-unquote president behave this way. All the other previous presidents that I lived under, we never had that problem. Okay? They always conducted themselves professionally, and they kept things to themselves. In other words, they had a good team around them. Oh, sorry. So I'm pretty sure Governor Walz, again, I'm pretty sure that Governor Walz won the debate. He did. He put out the facts and he answered the questions best to his ability. And so anyway, Trump is going to be going to jail. He will. And I hope they slapped a big hard sentence on him on November 18th. This was like after, or just, this is before Thanksgiving. And Trump better told, well, you better hold your Thanksgiving dinner now because you're going to find yourself in jail afterwards. And they need to yank his Secret Service detail. They really need to. As a convicted felon, he does not deserve that. And during the 4 years that he who shall not be named was the so-called president, he was never my president. All the other departments and agencies, they did their jobs the best they could, and we governed ourselves. And I didn't even bother to listen to he who shall not be named. And they need to stop, and those that do address him as quote-unquote president, they need to stop doing that. They need to stop addressing him as such. The only one that deserves the title of president is Biden, Carter, Bush. Um, and I also understand yesterday that President Carter turned 100 years old. He is the first president to live that long, or living that long as 100 years. That's pretty good. Um, so, President Carter, happy birthday. And hope that you enjoyed your day with your family and friends and that you're doing okay. Of course, over the weekend we've been losing notable people right and left. We lost Maggie Smith, who was in the Harry Potter roles and several other movies. One movie I kind of really enjoyed her in was Murdered by Death. Uh, she has a comic timing to that. And then, and of course, Chris Christopherson, he passed away. Uh, he was okay, but I just didn't really like his songs. I didn't really like him that much, but he's okay. Um, I'm sorry for his family and friends that lost him. And of course, then Pete Rose. I think now baseball need to forgive and forget and move on. Forgive and forget his what he committed. And I think the lifetime ban was a little too harsh. All they could have done was find him and then move on. But, anyway, I don't think the gambling thing was. He shouldn't have gambled, yes. But, he should have been forgiven and then pay a fine, small fine, and then move on. He didn't really break any federal laws or anything. So, of course, this is back in 1989, but still. There are worse things that happen. As far as the space exploration space exploration is going on. Crew 9 went up over the weekend, and they're getting settled in. They're starting to run experiments. Also, they're training Butch and Sunny on training them for Dragon and how Dragon works. They probably like Dragon better. Training them, and they brought their suits to them. The suits that they have, spacesuits they have, both Sunny and Butch have, which is Starliner suits, and it's not compatible with Dragon. Well, you know what? They need to make spacesuits compatible and everything. Okay? They need to make them interchangeable, not separate. They need to make them interchangeable, because that would save money. Really. So I'm glad that. And then, of course, when they're up there, it's not really, what do you call it? I'm so tired now, right now. They don't, I don't know why some of these companies say, well, we don't want you to wear our suit on other spaceship or different spaceship. What difference does it make as long as it's safe? Okay. But a lot of these other news agencies came, oh, it's a rescue, it's a rescue. And NASA kept telling them it's not a rescue. It really isn't. They're going to be up there until February and then come back as part of Crew 9. So these news agencies need to stop doing that, need to start listening. Also, news agencies need to start putting out the truth. Stop spinning things, stop saying things that are not true. And I don't like being spoon-fed news. I like the news that, if any of you remember Walter Cronkite, he put out the news. He put out the facts, and they let you decide whether to accept it or not. You know? And he goes, if that's the way it is, he's saying to you, hey, just think it through, think about it, chew it through, that type of thing. So, anyway, I'm going to go ahead and let you go. I need to grab some lunch. And I got a event to go to change over my insurance. So, anyway, on that. So I'm going to be changing out my insurance because month of October is when you could able to change your Medicare or Medicaid insurance stuff to better insurance platforms. So, okay, I will see you later, and we'll post this on my YouTube channel under Ginger's Chat Show. And I need more subscribers over there. And I hope all is well. Take care. And I love you guys. And I will do my regular thing on Friday, as scheduled as always, as scheduled on Friday. And I will see you then. Okay? Talk to you later. Love you. Bye-bye.